With Sherrod Spikes, my boy got 30th at the Kissimmee Regional this past weekend. All right, Shaw, what was you playing?
I was playing World Chalice.
All right, let's get into it.
All right, so starting off the deck, I'm gonna have to explain some of this on some people because I know it's not wide known deck.
Gotcha.
So I'm playing 3 Lee on World Chalice Fairy. She is the Searcher. She's basically a Stratos, and plus she's a Stratos that actually will recur herself from the graveyard. As long as you send a monster from the field or your hands to the graveyard, give herself back.
Okay.
So she is actually a really good part of the deck. One of the MVPs of the deck, 1 or 2, is one World Legacy World Chalice. World Legacy World Chalice has 3 unique effects. One, it can send a card to the graveyard that's special from an extra deck, once it's face up. Secondly, if you can banish it from the graveyard to search for another World Legacy card. But the effect I love the most is the fact that if it's normal summon and leaves the field by any way, you can special summon 2 World Chalice monsters from your deck.
Okay, so that's pretty good.
Yeah, he was really good with a lot of combos.
Gotcha.
Next is 2 World Chalice Guard Dragons. Most people, including myself, just use them just to banish the special summon a normal from your graveyard to a link zone. But also, it's actually pretty good as a hand trap too. If it targets a linked monster is being pointed to, just send it to the graveyard from the hand or field, and then negate and destroy that card.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty good. I actually used it as a hand trap a couple times during the weekend. Pretty cool. And as far as the normals, on place and chosen. I don't play Beckon, and you know it's a level 4. I don't play Baguska, so there's no reason for me to play Beckon. And you're just not gonna play the Water Girl. I'm sorry, you're not.
Gotcha.
So that's the end of the World Chalice count. So into the tech cards. 3 Venus. She is the other MVP of the deck. Every time I drew her, if I was successfully got her off of the 3 Shine Balls, I didn't lose that match. I mean, I didn't lose that game whatsoever. So also with Venus is the Mr. Shine Balls. Mr. Shine Balls in most decks is kind of sucks drawing. In my deck's actually okay because I do have link 1s that go into normals. I mean, I do have normals that go into link 1s.
Gotcha.
3 Azodius. Most people play 2. I play 3 just because I run through a lot of resources. I'm one of those people who's heavy giving out all those resources. So I have to put him on the field to actually send everything back.
Gotcha.
He's really good, and plus, if he attacks, you can send a card that you need from the a monster you need from the deck to the grave.
Okay.
So if I need a searcher to kind of get my hand together, I literally just attack for 0 over in the open board. Send Lee to the grave. Main phase 2, I can get Lee out of the grave and normal summon or special summon to get a search.
Gotcha.
So he was actually pretty good. I play Brain Fusion in this deck, so I play 2 targets. Garnet Lazuli. I just played Azula at one point, but it sucked drawing her. 1, because your Brain Fusion's dead. 2, because she's a effect monster. If we don't have Link Rebo, I don't have Link Rebo, so it wasn't even like I can even go into that with her.
Gotcha.
So Garnet was good if you drew it. It's okay. But Lazuli is good when you already comboing off and you send out Brain Fusion because they can get a normal bite to your hand.
Okay.
I'm also playing the Kaiju package. So 1 Gamma Seal. Gamma Seal, people just think, okay, it's just one to tribute over. Yeah, but guess what? He actually has an effect too. As long as you have Kelter Waterfront on the field and have counters on it, take 2 counters away, and he's a walking solemn judgment.
Okay.
Literally. He's good. He's broke.
So you just played a 1 game series.
I did. That's all I needed. If I had him versus with a Tri-Gate, you wasn't winning that game.
Gotcha.
You could just give up that game. And also I played 1 Christia. Christia really just was for those games. I didn't draw very well, but I knew I could send a light to the grave with Brain Fusion or with Force Burial. And that was really just to bring back an arm and sit on it and say, I'm not going to, since I have a bad hand, we're not going to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Till I say we play. Simple as that.
Gotcha.
Ash Blossom for the hand traps.
Okay.
2 Ghost Ogre Snow Rabbit, 1 Maxi. Ain't really too much explain about this. I mean, you need these to play against Spiral, Trickstar, or Pendulum Musicians. You just need the hand traps.
And so why the ratios? 2 Ash, 2 Ogre, 1. Obviously the 1 Maxi because it's on the ban list. But why not like 3 Ash and 3 Ogre, or why not like another Ash?
Right. Well, Ogre, I thought about putting onto a 3rd Ogre, but I didn't know what to cut out of my deck for that 3rd Ogre. And plus, you just didn't really need it. If I had a 1, I didn't really see it that many times. Ash, I really would have played 3. I would have found something to cut out for 3. I just can't afford it.
Gotcha.
I literally pull these 2 for packs.
Fair enough.
Yeah. On to the spells. 3 Brain Fusion. Pretty much self-explanatory. Gives you that extra normal summon that you need. 2 cards to Waterfront. People don't realize that each time a card is sent from either side of the field to the grave, this thing gets a counter. And plus, I don't have to remove counters to search a kaiju. As long as I have 3 or more, I'm fine.
Gotcha.
So it's pretty good. 1 World Legacy card. This will recursion recycle. Basically, he can get 2 World Chalice from your graveyard to your hand to do more plays.
Okay.
It's a good recycle, and plus, if you could banish it from the grave to stop a linked monster from being destroyed by battle.
Gotcha.
1 Foolish Bear to go with the Brilliant Fusion. It really was a searcher for Lee and Crystal. That really was my searcher for right now. 1 E-Telly. Chosen is the psychic. Ghost Ogre is the psychic. And Deadly Link Food. So, there you go. 1 Transmodify. If people don't know World Chalice, like why play 1 Transmodify, you get Lee. You search for World Legacy World Chalice. You Transmodify it off and go into Venus.
Gotcha.
Venus plus this equal a draw 3 and plus a Firewall Dragon. And any other things that you have if you have more cards in your hand. So,
okay. Plus, you can Mystic Shine Ball for 1,500 life points if it's interrupted, and deck thinning is deck winning. So
exactly. If I break for Mr. Shine Ball, I could just transmodify away, still get Venus, go into 2 more Shine Ball, and still do plays.
Gotcha.
1 Soul Charge. I used to didn't play this before the regional. I thought I could do a lot without it. I was wrong. You play this thing. I don't care how much life points you pay. You go for it. You're gonna make an unbreakable board. They're not gonna be able to survive.
Gotcha.
So that's it for the spells. And for the traps, I just played these 2.
Okay.
1 Solemn Strike, 1 Evenly Matched.
Alright, so why only 1 evenly matched? Because it's expensive?
Yes, I'm broke.
Gotcha.
I got bills. Alright, and Solemn Strike, it was just there. I could have played Solemn Warning, but Solemn Warning is that extra 500 points, and plus it doesn't negate a monster effect. So I'd rather just do that. I don't really care about someone normal summoning something. But
so,
I care about them going
with what little back row you do play, why not like Solemn Scolding versus Strike? When Scolding's Judgment, but is it?
Scolding is a very good card, and you're right. I don't play much back row. Problem is, Scolding is 3,000 life points. When you play in Venus, you can pay anything from 1,500 to 3,000 life points a turn.
Yeah. Based
on your hands you have. You don't want Scolding.
Gotcha.
You pretty much knocked out 3/4 of your life points at that point.
Okay.
Yeah. So out to the extra deck, I played 2 Arm. People don't realize that Arm is a monster born. If it points to a World Chalice, it can send it to the graveyard, especially any monster from your graveyard. That's how I got Crystal on the board, or Gamma Seal if I needed to do it the hard way, or anything else like that. It was pretty good. Or I needed Nagrisu to send something twice. Send it to the graveyard to make Firewall, bring it back with Arm, send something again.
Gotcha.
Eve, when she's getting pointed to, she basically says you can't touch this. She is MC Hammer. And hopefully that's not a bad joke. Basically, she can't be, when she's being linked to, she cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects. She cannot be destroyed by battle. This girl is not getting touched whatsoever.
Gotcha.
It's like Sleeper, it's a weaker version, and she can't pop anything. And plus, she can protect anybody who she's linking to. So, someone linking to her, they protect her. She a team player. She'll take one for the team.
Gotcha.
3 M-Duck. 3 M-Duck. This is your normal summon. This is your extra normal summon. This is how you go off for plays and go into Arm and Nagrisu and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. And plus, he has a contract-like effect along some opponent right in front of him. You attack over it. I start a damage on step. Destroy it. 1 Nagrisu. Nagrisu is good because it gets out Sleeper and any other things that are being protected by Spiral Resort. And it actually won me a lot of games. It was really good. 2 Firewall. I mean, it's Firewall. Do I really have to explain it? It's Firewall. 1 Trigate. Trigate plus Gamma Seal equals you don't play Yu-Gi-Oh that turn. You don't play Yu-Gi-Oh that game. I'm making sure you don't play.
You got you.
Yeah. Pricey Dragon is just there for a generic link too. I might actually bump this out for Binary Sorceress because she actually has a pet I can use. Link Spider's there. I thought about bumping it away from Link Rebo, but I mean I play a lot of normals. It's good just to go into it. I play more normals than I do on level 1, so. Borlo Dragon. He didn't come up that much, but it was good during with a Burning Best player. I needed to actually mill something in the grave, and I actually got Lee engraved, so I took his Dante, milled my 3 cards, got Lee engraved, and went out from there. So it was actually alright.
Gotcha.
And Brain Fusion cannot be there without Seraphinite. Simple as that.
You can, it's just bad.
Yeah. So off to the side deck. I played 3 Cosmic Cyclone. Pendulum matchup. Going second against him. This is going first. Steve Barrier, self-explanatory. This was ABC players, and if any match, Imperial Ironwall. I could have played System Down, but this actually causes any match too if I go first. So it's good. If I go second, I don't need it because I already made that board.
Gotcha.
I played 1 Marine Dragon Raw Spear mode. I literally pulled this the night before the regional, and I was too psyched up not play it. 2 Herald of Orange Lights. This is Gamma, but instead of getting us playing driver, you can just send a fairy type monster from your hand with this card and negate a monster fast.
Okay.
And it doesn't really claw that much because you're always gonna have Lee in hand.
Gotcha.
2 Chairs and 1 Helix. I want to play 2 Chairs because this deck is kind of tailor-made for a Spiral, especially going second in Spiral. So I didn't think I need too much Spiral. I'm gonna be honest with you.
Gotcha.
And this is this tech. People gonna call me bad for this, but I played 2 Reincarnation.
Okay.
So the story behind this is it's gonna be a Darkon Regeki. I couldn't get to my friend time to borrow his Regeki. So what I did was I just put 3 Reincarnation with my binder. Reincarnation was a theory that they might see me. I could easily special summon enough times to make them draw at least half the deck. Then when their turn comes around, I flip this up. They banish their hand, try to draw more cards, but they won't have enough, so they deck out. Even though it didn't come in handy for that, it did actually come in handy for 2 match-ending games.
Okay.
I was able to banish the Gamma-Seal, who was going to eat off my Culture Waterfronts before he was able to play it. And I was able to banish someone who was on Spiral player's hand, who was sculpting their hand with Master Plan. And I just banished all their good cards, including Sleeper, and I just didn't have anything to worry about that game.
I gotcha.
So people might think it's bad, and truth be told, I wouldn't play this all the time. But if you just want to check out something, if you know your deck is good for the rest of the meta, just play this. It's not that bad.
Alright, so spicy tech, got it.
Yeah.
So what would you change, if anything at all, from your current build?
I will probably get a second evening match.
Okay.
Simply because evening match is good, and I would love to have it more times than the Solemn Strike. Solemn Strike did come in handy, but it was just times where I just rather have evening match just to wipe out that board.
Gotcha.
But that's really the only change I'll make. I really like this deck. I probably, if I get my hands on a Geki, I'll probably trade out for the 2 Trickstar Reincarnation side, but even that thing wasn't that bad.
Alright, so Rashad, you want to give any shout outs to anybody?
Yes, shout out to all the people. First of all, shout out to all the people I played, because this is actually a very fun region. This is my first time topping the region, and ironically, everyone was fun, even down to the Spire players. I played 3 Spire players. I played a Paleo player. I played Burning Biz. My last round, we was in the top tables playing weather panels against World Chalice. The judges were literally around us rooting us on. That was the best feeling in the world right there. And between that guy and the Burning Biz player and the Paleo player, which is actually one of my locals, one of my friends from locals, they were pretty darn fun to play against. They were really fun. And if I lost that match, I wouldn't have felt bad because it was just a really fun game.
Gotcha.
Big shout out to my boy Quinn. He helped me out, during the tournament, gave me encouragement. Shout out to Jeremy Mitchell. And look at me, Jeremy. You didn't shout me out when you got your second place at UDS, but I'm not mad. I'm petty, but I'm not mad. Shout you out. Shout out to my homeboy Thomas. He's always encouraging. He always good with the rulings as well. Shout out to Vid. Shout out to Anthony. Shout out to Gabe. Shout out to the whole Jackson community. I know I can't remember everyone's name. I can't say everyone's name. But if you live in Jackson and you play Yu-Gi-Oh!, shout out to you. Heck, shout out to Randall, one of my friends from high school. Pretty cool man. Shout out to him. Just shout out to everyone in Jacksonville, man.
All right, man.
And also, check out my my Instagram. on the Hero Life, I do a lot of artwork. I'm trying to do a lot more Yu-Gi-Oh artwork on that as well. I'm sorry.
No, you can keep going.
One more thing, and shout out to EYN, Everything You Need, the YouTube channel. Shout out to them because they're on the rise on Forest Gaming and Yu-Gi-Oh. They're on the rise. And shout out to House of Champs. Thank you for featuring this. I know it wasn't like top 8. I know it's a 30th place, but I was just very proud to get my top with non-meta decks. First time going to reach a non-meta deck, and I topped with it. So thank you for thank you for allowing me to show this to everyone.
All right, man. So hopefully you got your invite. We'll see you at Nats. Hopefully you'll do well at Nats, and hopefully World Chalice will stay. Well, get to tier 1, and then it'll be a tier 1.
Oh, of course. If this gets more support, we all got Scaldy and Summer Sources coming out. If it gets more World Chalice getting support, I'm playing this. Yes.
All right, man. We're going to get out of here. We'll see you guys later. Bye.